Answer is 82. The answer on this one is negative 21. Answer on this is 486. Answer on this one is negative 291. Answer on this one is 2. Pick a number from 1 to 5 and bring it up. The winning number today is 5. Next up, for the homework check, we will check the puzzles from the test before the last one and the after-test assignment from this past Friday's test. The first thing I need to see is the puzzle sheet from the test before last up here, all facing the same direction. There are no papers to pass back yet because I still have people that need to take the test next period that have not finished. If you have not finished the test from Friday, come in next period, finish the test, or if you need to take it because you were absent. If you were absent Friday and you don't take it today, 6th period, it's gone. If you don't finish it today from Friday, you have to start all over tomorrow on a different version. Today's objective: to review one-step, two-step, and multi-step equations, which you should have done in junior high. But we need a review of those before we go on to the red cards on the wall for 9th grade Ohio graduation test material. Specifically, I can solve a one-step equation in the following variations. And you're going to have some with the x on the left, like this, and this one's in a different position on the left. And then you'll have some with an x on the right. Example number 1. Leave your x on the left and the number that's on the right, keep it there. But whatever is with the x by addition or subtraction must be moved to this side, and you do the opposite, which in this case would be minus 3 instead of plus 3. So 11 minus 3 is 8. That would be your final answer. Example number 2. Keep your x on the left, keep your number on the right, but this minus 4 must go to the right and become plus 4. 2 plus 4 is 6. Try this one and drop it off. On the practice problem, you must move this to the other side and do the opposite. That should give you an answer of 8. The answer should be x equals 3 plus 1, which is 4. For the practice problem, you should have negative 2 plus 4, which will give you an answer of 2. For the bonus problem, we have x equals a negative 6. This changes over and becomes the opposite, which is minus 4. So that should be a negative 10. Example number 3. Notice that the x is right next to the equal sign, but it's still on the left-hand side. But you still do the same thing. You move what is with it to the other side. You move what is with it to the other side. This is a plus 5, even though the sign is not written. So you move it over and make it minus 5. Your answer should be negative 3. Same type of problem in example 4. The x is right by the equal sign, but it's still on the left. So move this over to this side. It is a plus 4 here, even though the sign is not written. But move it over, and it becomes minus 4. Answer should be a negative 5. On the practice problem, negative 2 minus 5 will give you an answer of negative 7. you should have 3 minus 11 on the right side, which is a negative 8. On the practice, it should be 3 minus 9, which is a negative 6. On the bonus, you should have 1 minus 11, which is negative 10. Okay, the hot seat lottery. I have your names all on a list with a number beside each one, and I'll choose it from the calculator. Whoever gets it sits back in the corner. Okay, get ready. The answer on this should be x equals 1 plus 2. When you change it over from here, it becomes plus 2, so the answer should be 3.
Oh, I know it.
It should be 3 minus 5, which is an answer of negative 2. You should have 9 minus 2 on the right side, and that comes from moving this over and then changing signs. You should have 7. You should have a negative 3 minus 5, which will give you an answer of a negative 8. Should be x equals a negative 1 minus 6, which is negative 7. The Ohio graduation test problem of the day is worth $2 million. It's not a speed problem. Your answers should be A, B, C, D, or E. Written like you see it on the screen, not A, B, C, D, or E like that. It looks like a mess. Write it neatly so there is no question. Pick the number or the letter you think corresponds to the right answer and drop it off up here. If you don't know the answer, take a guess. Three times x is 3x, and 3 times 3 is 9. 4 times x is 4x. 4 times 1 is 4. That's why the answer is C. Example number 5, notice that your x is on the right side, so leave it there. Don't move the x, just leave it where it's at. But what is with the x is a plus 7. You must move that to this side and do the opposite, which is minus 7. So your answer should be 5. Another example just like that. X is on the right, so keep it on the right. Keep your 13 on the left, but move this minus 1 to the left and do the opposite. Plus 1. Answer is 14. For the practice, you should have 15 minus 1 equals x. That would be 14. So you should have 13 plus 9 on the left, because this becomes plus 9. Answer is 22. On the practice problem, it is 6 minus 9, which is a negative 3. Should be 3 minus 7 equals x. That would be a negative 4. Alright, example number 7. The x is on the right still. You move this to the left. It becomes minus 6. Answer is a negative 3. And in example 8, you have a negative number out here, but it doesn't change anything. You still move this over to the left, and it becomes minus 11. Negative 3 minus 11 is negative 14.
And will you add those two?
On the practice problem, it should be negative 2 plus 5 equals x, that is 3. You should have a negative 3 plus 1 equals x, which is a negative 2. On the practice problem, it should be negative 4 plus 2 equals x, which is a negative 2. You have to have a negative 11 plus 4 equals x, so this should be a negative 7. Homework is on Facebook and it will be on the next screen.